Actually, we talked about this on the show the other day, and I think Justin brought up how I do my seated row.
Yes.
And how
You mean the right way?
Yeah. Well, you know, you see it in like all of our books, right? They teach like this.
Yeah, they want like super upright and 90-degree angles here. And
this is
they're
what
just
they teach
pulling, so you get that shoulder retraction.
Right. So what they teach in the personal training books is to maintain retracted shoulders while rowing, which is better than, I guess, the way a lot of people do it. Which
Well, he's stabilizing his spine to give them credit.
Right.
So at least he's stabilizing himself in space and then reaching out and working on his shoulder.
Right. Now, before going into the superior way of doing this, why don't we go into a lot of the wrong ways we see in the gym?
Okay.
So,
this would be the worst.
Yeah.
Okay,
So pull. This is called a lat
shoulder,
row.
right?
Yeah. And by the way, you see a lot of people do this. They don't realize that they need to stick the chest out and squeeze the shoulders back to get that full contraction here in the back.
Absolutely.
There's lots of muscles between these shoulder blades that need to work. Here's the second way that people screw up: is they shrug.
Elevate.
Yeah.
Boom.
They shrug.
Right there.
This is the most common. What you're asking for here is shoulder impingement.
Way too much involvement there.
You're asking for problems with the shoulder. So drop them down. Here's the best way to do them. Coming forward, he allows the shoulder blades to protract because he's going to get full range of motion at these mid-back muscles. Then he comes out, sticks the chest out, gets full retraction.
Full retraction.
And depression. That's the important part.
Yeah.
When he pulls back, his shoulders come back, but they also come down.
Right. Right. That's an important piece because, like you said, it can easily get away from you and start elevating and utilizing those traps too much.
Let's be honest. One of the biggest imbalances we see with people is the inability to retract the scapula and not shrug the shoulders at the same time.
Let's think about how we carry stress throughout the day.
Right.
A lot of that stress is bearing up here.
Well, trip off this, Doug. If you come around, now he's holding this depressed position. His upper trapezius muscle is actually relaxed. His mid trapezius is tight, and of course rhomboids and all the other back muscles we want to work. We don't want to turn this into a shrug. That's not what it's for. And if we teach the body to row while shrugging, then you're going to shrug with everything, and you're going to give yourself shoulder
It's
problems.
also important to know this is a big lat exercise, and a lot of people, you see, even like our professionals, they teach you right here, but my lats are not opened all the way up until I
Yep.
roll that.
Stay that right there. You're also stabilizing your core in position where you're not going with the momentum, right? So you're not going all the way forward. You're stabilizing, but now you're allowing just the upper thoracic to get that full range of motion.
Right.
So I open that scapula
So
up.
now he brings it back into the squeeze and comes forward for the full range of motion. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, when you do this right, you're not going to be nearly as strong as you were when you did them wrong. So again, another exercise, you need to check your ego at the door. You're in there to train properly, not just lift a certain amount of weight.
Key is right here. Even though we're rolling the scapula forward, like Justin was saying, is you notice that you still keep your lower spine is not flexing and extending the whole time.
Yeah, you're not trying to swing the weight.
And that's really why they used to teach.
We're not ripping it back.
Yeah,
right?
I'm not rolling all the way forward and then
Exactly.
coming through. I'm just allowing my shoulders to roll all the way through. You can see my lats flare out, open up. So I take it through full range of motion, then it comes all the way back in,
You're actually
down.
allowing a little bit of thoracic movements, what you're doing.
Yeah.
And there you go.